Hello, everyone, and welcome to Soul Stained Ink. My name is Beth, and it is 9 p.m. Sunday night, uh, March the 23rd. I am in my last glorious bit of freedom for spring break before we go back to school in the morning, and I wanted to come and talk to you guys about what I read last week, which really wasn't very much, and what I intend to read this coming week. Now, the weird fact of the matter is that I seem to be getting more reading done during a regular school week than I got done during the week we had off. Um, of course, one of the two books I completed this past week was The Grapes of Wrath, which is giganormous. The other one was Framed, which is the first in the Toast Mysteries by James Ponti. James Ponti being the author prompt for the Children's Literature Book Club in March, and it's March Mystery Madness, so that worked quite well. Elena and I read Framed, Buddy read Framed together, and we both gave it a solid 4.5 stars. We love James Ponti. He's fabulous. Thoroughly enjoyed it and have started reading Vanished, the second book in the series, as well. As for The Grapes of Wrath, I gave it a 4 stars because it is beautifully written, but I'm going to have to review the second half of the book before we have our Zoom class meeting tomorrow night because I read it for my American Modernities grad school course. Speaking of that class, well, this week we are discussing the second half of Grapes of Wrath. I have a contextualization presentation for a week from tomorrow, and it is contextualizing this book, which is Let Us Now Praise Famous Men by James Agee and Walker Evans. This is a documentary text, and so James Agee followed three tenant families in the Deep South. There is the story, the text, and then the images, which is what makes it a more of a documentary text rather than just a nonfiction. So I need to read at least the first 200 pages of this and create a slideshow presentation talking about this book, the author, and all of the social and political things that were going on in America in 1941 when this book was published. I, unsurprisingly, am hoping to talk about how he portrays the children of these tenant farmers versus how children's literature is portraying children and the world at the time, and how both of them kind of come together to show society for what it is. But we'll see if that is the case when I actually get the first 200 pages read and create my presentation. But I had to finish up Grapes of Wrath so that I could get started on this one a little bit early to make sure that I am solidly in good time and understanding to create that presentation. I also read the first 6 chapters of the Jules Verne prophecy over the last week. This is by Larry Schwartz and Iva Marie Palmer, and we are following a young boy a 7th grade boy whose mom is in Paris for the summer as a visiting professor, sort of deal over the summer. And so she signed him up for some junior high, special courses that you could take at the college. And the one he's in focuses on Jules Verne. And so he and these two classmates of his are, we've just been kind of introduced to them in the personality, and his book for class has just been stolen, and some other shenanigans are going to take place real soon. I am excited to continue with that. Like I said, Elena and I completed Framed by James Ponti and started Vanished, the second book in the Toast series. We are buddy reading it, so I will hopefully be continuing on with that. I would like to start Murder in the Mystery Suite by Ellery Adams. This is a book retreat mystery. It is the first in that series. Fiona from Reads and Eats sent this to me, and I love Ellery Adams. I love Fiona, and Fiona knows my taste. So if she sent this to me thinking I would love it, I am sure that I am going to devour it. And I do believe that these are going to be a really good palate cleanser whilst reading this one. I do also have a couple of books on my Kindle to kind of dip in and out of, although I'm not sure how much time I'm going to have for Kindle reading because I'm so busy all of the time. Audiobooks are kind of the way I'm going right now. However, I've got a Killer Coffee mystery book 1, and it's called Scene of the Grind. This is by somebody. Yep. Kappas, Tanya Kappas. That is her name. Tanya, Kappes. I think it's Kappas. And then I would also like to start this fantasy novel called Mr. Pemberley, Mr. Darcy's Dragon by Maria Grace. This is book 1 in the Jane Austen Dragon series. So we all know I love Jane Austen and I love dragons and fantasy. So hopefully these come together really well for me. If not, then I don't have to continue on in the series. But I do have that to start on my Kindle as well. So we'll see if I get it going this week, if I finish anything this week. But these 3 are my main focus, with the 2 on my Kindle being there to dip in and out of. So I am very much looking forward to reading these and enjoying this last week of March, even though we're going back to school and I've got to like be a professional and teach and stuff. But that's fine. I tend to get more read when I'm in the normal schedule. So like during the summer, after the first couple of weeks when my schedule kind of gets more into a daily schedule, I'll pick up reading more. But that first couple of weeks, I'm just like scattered to the wind. Same with spring break. I'm usually scrambling, trying to get things done. Like this spring break, I was helping my dad clean up the parsonage because they moved out of the parsonage into the cottage a few months ago, and we're slowly like sorting through the detritus of life, trying to figure out these pictures, this furniture go to the cottage, it goes to my house, it goes to grandma, whatever. Especially with my mom being on hospice right now, and she's had several not great days recently. I'm trying to make sure that I help as much with that as I possibly can. I'm also remodeling the interior of my house by myself. And a big part of that right now is getting up tile and hardy backer off the floor so I can put wood flooring down so I can get furniture from the parsonage over here. Trying to deep clean and sort through things here. There's a lot going on. Like I said, I didn't get a whole lot of reading done. But Elena and I did read the entirety of Framed over a couple of days this week. So that makes me really happy. And like I said, Grapes of Wrath is huge. I'm definitely going to have to figure out how to read more, even if my schedule gets disrupted, though, because I've been approved for course number 718, which in my case does not mean dissertation yet. What it means is that at the end of the semester, my advisor and I are going to curate the list of books I need to be studying to sit exams. And then in the fall and following spring semester, I will be taking course 718, studying that curated list and writing essays, presentations to the prompts that the committee has, and then I'll have to defend them this time next year so that I can move on to the dissertation process. So I have 2 718s and then 2 children's literature courses. And once I'm done with that and sit exams, I will be officially complete with all of my coursework and moving into my dissertation. So I wasn't 100% sure we would get to this point. Now that we're here, I'm in shock. I found out like a couple hours ago that I was approved to do that. Like I knew it was the next step, but I'm just like mind blown. So I'm looking forward to sharing with you guys what is on that list when we get it curated and set up and more about that process. But for now, like I said, these are my focus in reading this week. If you would like to know more about any of them, if you have read them and want to chat about them, if you want to chat about anything, leave me a comment down below. Don't forget you can join our children's literature group. It's for funsies, and our Discord is right down there in my um, discussion box, in the little box that tells you things, whatever the doodly do is. The link is down there. Please join our Discord. Come talk to me and everybody else in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're brand new. We would love to keep you around. I hope to talk to you guys again soon. Until next time, have a great week and stay safe out there.